Hey everyone, welcome to my stream today. Today is Wednesday, January 31st to 2018. The 2018? Of the year 2018. I can't pronounce things properly. Today, we're going to be playing the last mission in Railway Empire, and I should probably explain myself. So last time I played mission 4, the Civil War mission, and I failed. Well, not spectacularly, but just barely. The only goal we were missing was growing Atlanta to 60,000 people, and I had like 58 and 500 people there, so yeah. If you want to go look it back and see, actually, before we do the last mission, so what I did was I basically played that mission over again, mission number 4, off stream, and I think I'll show you what I did. Not really much difference, so let's go load this guy up. Plus you'll need to see the ending video of this mission too. Let me pause the game here. Okay, so let's look at this is my new railroad. There's a few little differences that I'll point out that differed from my last playthrough, but look at our task list here. Yeah, so I just saved it just before I completed it, so we're just about to finish this goal of 3,000 passengers, transporting them from Louisville to Atlanta. And this other one, Jacksonville's almost about to go faster. Yeah, I did manage to get Atlanta up to 60,000. The key to doing this was simply to just do it really fast. Because when we finally expanded to Atlanta and this whole southeast portion opened up, I was kind of maybe not being very urgent about it. So if we scroll into Atlanta here, so I made sure to try to connect as much as possible. There is one difference. Atlanta actually has the textile factory here, and it also it's right next to the clothing factory. So in the last mission, the clothing factory was actually in Augusta. So that means Augusta is actually not that useful for us. I do have a line there, but it's not really providing very much. But same thing with last mission. I try to connect as much goods into Atlanta as I could to try to fulfill the demand. We are feeding grain and corn all the way into Atlanta here. We've got fruit and cotton. Cotton is getting fed into the clothing factory there. Also got some wood over here. In addition to this, I've also taken some of this the cattle here, the muumuus, and transported them up to Knoxville, where there is a meat and leather processing plant, or muumu processing plant. So once that's there, it'll feed that also feeds meat and leather down to Atlanta as well. And yeah, so I've got all these other connections. Jacksonville's about to has a similar amount of connections too. Yeah, but all in all, the only difference from last mission, on pause here, is pretty much I just need to do things very fast, and to a point where I actually took out, like, look here. Yeah, I actually had 2 bonds going on both, like, worth more than $1 million. One of them's already paid out by now. But I was spending money like crazy.
You've expanded your rail network deep into the south.
Oh, I should
now
actually.
The people of Jacksonville can also start looking ahead to the time after the war.
So I'm just turning up the game music up because, you know, the main menu music is actually louder than usual. Okay, so we completed the mission. I'll push the checkbox so you can watch the video.
The Confederate States surrendered in April 1865. In the end, there were untold victims, devastation, and destruction on both sides, and a period of deep economic recession followed. For the first time, the railroad had also become a decisive factor in the war, a pawn on the map tables of the generals. Where rapturous people had once gathered to cheer on the locomotives, The railroad had become a tactical playing piece during the war, delivering soldiers and materials to the battlefields. Yet the victims and the hardships were not to be in vain. Peace brought North and South closer together than ever before.
All right, so there's our rating. We only got conductor. I actually noticed that even if you look at our time rating here, we actually did not too bad. We almost got all the goals done within half of their time limit. But even then, if you get all that, you only get up to 20, which is the accountant rank. Apparently, I think you need to change probably the pause mode rating in order to get a bonus to get above. I'm not sure if that's enough to get to president. Having no ability to pause, though, would be pretty damn impossible, in my opinion. Okay, so that is chapter 4. Let's go on to the final chapter of this campaign and see what we're in for here. Oh, actually it just throws me back to the campaign screen. Okay, so the last mission's on the West Coast is titled Sierra Nevada. After the end of the Civil War, the construction of the Transcontinental Railway progresses at tremendous speed. Whereas you experienced the construction from the point of view of Union Pacific in the first chapter, you now have to deal with the much larger challenges facing the Central Pacific Railroad. Collis Potter Huntington, one of the founders of the CPRR, will keep an eye on you as you overcome the inaccessible heights of the Sierra Nevada on the way to Promontory Point. Continue. Okay, so we're starting in Sacramento. Got 2 competitors. I think we'll keep these 2 settings there, and let's go start it up.
The rest are just gold diggers who don't have a clue about how this business works.
Okay, just going to... yeah, nothing to really change here.
From the ashes of the war began the reconstruction, and nothing seemed to stand in the way of the Transcontinental Railroad. The works to cross the continent from the west had already begun several years before in California. An idea, once viewed with skepticism, soon became a project of great public interest, and with each mile of track laid, the hope of uniting America from east to west grew. Yet the climb from California over the snow-covered mountain passes into the inhospitable landscapes of Nevada proved to be one of the greatest engineering challenges of its time. So this is the plan. We come from the west through the Sierra Nevada. The Union Pacific Railroad crosses the Rocky Mountains from Rock Springs in the east. Our track meets north of Salt Lake City, and so the transcontinental connection is complete. As simple as that. But I'm still stuck here in Washington. The rights to laying tracks in Utah territory are still pending, and I have to hold some talks. And as for Collis Potter Huntington, I have a lot of persuading to do with my wallet. So you will start by laying the foundation of the Central Pacific Railroad. The Union Pacific Railroad is our major competitor. If they reach the meeting point before us, Thomas Durant will just continue laying his tracks in our direction. This will mean that they will receive all the land rights and not us. Every single mile will be a disaster for us. In addition to that, I'm having a little supply problem as far as money is concerned. So I can't transfer quite as much to you as would be necessary for a good start. So you'll have to get money quickly. First, you should expand the rail network in the West as there is a great demand for transport facilities there. I have noted down some tasks for you in that regard. Complete them quickly, and we'll have enough capital to push on to the meeting point once the land rights have been sorted.
Hello, my dear. So we meet again. The Mississippi didn't appeal to me as much anymore, and besides, I want wanted to visit my old boss from Chicago. She now has several pretty cottages along the coast.
Hello, hello! Close the pressure regulator, check the pump, refill the water, and off we go! I hope you have an exciting journey!
That sounds like a... the Doc from Back to the Future. He's a... Sounds like a... Looks like a scientist, sort of, an innovator. Sort of, AI personality, I bet. Alright, so, I'm just gonna take a look around. I may... apologize in advance, I may restart the mission, because I like to get my bearings. So we've got our competitor up here in Portland and Oregon. We got our innovator friend down here in... He actually has both LA and San Diego there. Pine says, Scott Ranch. There's an actual butcher's called Scott's Brothers up in Scotland. And I happen to know Scott, who is the son of the owner. Wait, is Scott their first name or their last name? Is it Scott? That's a weird, weird name there. Okay, let's go. I'm just gonna poke in the task list here. Let's see. Oh boy, 1864. Connect 4 cities to your rail network. And it's already the beginning of 1863, so geez. 1865. Connect 8 rural businesses. Achieve a quarterly profit of 600,000. Reach a population of 100,000 in Sacramento. Build a rail network with a total length of... Okay, that I can build that much. That's pretty easy. Transport 15 passengers from, okay, San Fran to Promontory Point without stopping. And also grow... Looks like we can... It is encouraging us to grow San Francisco too. So get a population, build a university, establish an express connection between San Fran and Los Angeles. Oh, hey, there's that high-speed rail that they've always wanted, but never got to. Pine says, no, Scott is their first name. A lot of the men in the family are called Scott, actually. Imagine the confusion. Okay. So... Yeah, I think I will restart the mission once, so unfortunately you'll have to listen to the poorly voice-acted guy. I could tell that he had a... It's weird when you hear a European guy trying to emulate a very American accent. Kind of southern accent, even. But before I restart, I want to just take a look and see... Build your second station in the nearest town. Okay. Just want to look around and see what kind of... So the first goal is to connect cities first, which I think that's good. That can... we can at least drive some passenger traffic. I guess the most obvious one would be to connect San Francisco to Sacramento. Though the hills in that area are a little weird. We'd have to probably... You could probably go up this hill and then bridge over like that. That might work. Or just go along the river and then go up. There's that. Both of these have Moo processing plants. And we have a Moo producer here. So we could feed that into either city. I guess San Francisco is probably the easiest one there. Yeah, we got California is, and this is pretty cool. California is pretty known for having very rich agricultural lands and businesses. So we got some fruit and vegetables, very important food group. Make sure you have that. We got some sugar, even more important food group there. Yeah, also more stuff in Northern California too. Though up here in Northern California, you can see, look at those mountains. We also have Redding there, which is kind of a small town. Okay, so Redding's an option, but getting all these goods into San Francisco would be a problem. I guess if we want to grow San Francisco, we have to look at how to feed it, and we could feed these fruit vegetables into there. Just not care about Sacramento really much. I don't think Sacramento's... Oh, we do have to grow Sacramento too. Actually, you need to grow Sacramento to 100,000, which is double what we need for San Fran. That's going to be interesting. We're going to have to... I think eventually you probably have to... I remember, I think a player from a previous stream was telling me, like, you need to use warehouses to your advantage. So we could have all this stuff go to a warehouse maybe somewhere in the middle here. And then we could have trains going, you know, between Sacramento, the warehouse, and San Francisco. That might be a... That sounds like that might be an option. The alternative is to just build direct lines in either direction. I think that's kind of it might be a bit inefficient. Okay, so sugar can go down to San Fran too. Actually, we have sugar down here too, so maybe it's not too bad of a problem. What does it say? It says connect to 4 cities. Oh, I see the problem. So we actually don't have that many cities here. We could connect down to Los Angeles. If we wanted to maybe follow the coast here. That's pretty long. But immediately right now we only have these two here, Reading, and yeah, there's nothing up here. There's Gold Beach, but that's really on a very isolated spot of it's literally a beach actually. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna build my warehouse here. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of this so I don't have to. I don't want to fail the mission again. I'm not sure why the music in the game's not playing. I guess it's decided. Nah, I'll give you some quiet. So San Fran to Sacramento. Got Reading. Yeah, I think yeah, I'll make a... I think what I'll do is make the warehouse here, but there's a potential for another, like a direct passenger line between here, and that'll be separate. So that'll at least keep our freight and express services separated. We had pretty good luck with that in the last mission. I'm actually thinking Los Angeles might be the place to go because it is also noted in here, and it is a larger city. So we could go Los Angeles, maybe even down to San Diego if we really wanted to. It's not that much farther. We could just ignore these guys up here because this is nasty up here. There's only a few industries here, like wood, but nothing really of value. Also, I should also plan what kind of research we should do. We got 1,000 innovation points. So I guess I'm just going to do a bit of calculation here. We definitely could get the dragon because the only next freight trains, the consolidation here, that's the biggest upgrade. So dragon definitely makes sense for us. Actually, can we go backwards in time? Holy shit, actually we could actually, there's actually a lot of upgrades back here that we could get. That's really weird. We should probably get those instead. Okay, but yeah, I do want to, but if we go that route, then that means we lose out on trying to get the larger and better locomotives. So yeah, I think I'll try to get to, yeah, the consolidation B probably is a good one because this one has really excellent tractive power, and we'll probably go along this route up here. Okay. All right, I'm going to restart the mission because it's already February 20th. So I've already lost almost 2 months now. So apologies for that. But skip the video. And
So
while
this is the plan. We come from the west through the Sierra Nevada.
Nevada.
The Union Pacific Railroad crosses the Rocky Mountains from Rock Springs in the east. Our track meets north of Salt Lake City, and so the transcontinental connection is complete. As simple as that. But I'm still stuck here in Washington. The rights to laying tracks in Utah territory are still pending, and I have to hold some talks. And as for Collis Potter Huntington, I have a lot of persuading to do with my wallet. So you will start by laying the foundation of the Central Pacific Railroad. The Union Pacific Railroad is our major competitor. If they reach the meeting point before us, Thomas Durant will just continue laying his tracks in our direction. This will mean that they will receive all the land rights and not us. Every single mile will be a disaster for us. In addition to that, I'm having a little supply problem as far as money is concerned. So I can't transfer quite as much to you as would be necessary for a good start. So you'll have to get money quickly.
Okay.
First, you should expand the rail network in the
Still not
west.
finished
As there is
talking.
a great demand for transport facilities there. I have noted down some tasks for you in that regard. Complete them quickly, and we'll have enough capital to push on to the meeting point once the land rights have been sorted.
Hello, my dear.
Mm.
So we meet again. The Mississippi didn't appeal to me as much anymore, and besides, I wanted to visit my old boss from Chicago. She now has several pretty cottages along the coast.
Hello, hello. Close the pressure regulator, check the pump, refill the water, and off we go. I hope you have an exciting journey.
Okay, so I know I just said that I wanted to build the warehouse maybe down here, but then I noticed, yeah, there's a big hill right here. Actually, actually thinking maybe I should have done this differently, because what I could have done, maybe this should be a large station. I don't know if you can drop off. Actually, I don't think you can drop off goods at stations explicitly. So, oh hey TCTC. Stumbled back into a 2 IRL for me conversation. I don't know what that is. I'm a little bit behind on the memes here. Okay, so I could have built a warehouse here, but it'd be so close to this cattle farm anyway. I don't know if that'd be really worth doing. So I decided maybe to build it here. So the express and freight trains will go through here. Well, I guess the express trains can even just bypass this warehouse. 2 IRL from me. Is that sort of a thing where, like, you try to look at what other people are doing, and they said, "Oh yeah, that's me too." It hits too close to home. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yes, I am an old man. Get off my lawn, silly kids. I'm just kidding. Okay, so oh god, this hill is so. Jesus, I didn't know California was so intense in that regard. Let's see, can I put a regular train? Okay, so nice thing about this is we can actually fit a regular train station here to cover both of these. The problem here, though, is it's on a really high fucking hill. And if I connect my trains down this hill, actually either way, if I go down to Sacramento or down this way, it's gonna be a problem anyway. I guess this side is a bit less steep in some ways. I think maybe instead of going straight down, I probably should try to go at an angle, like maybe like this on this side of the river, and then down to the warehouse. I think I'm gonna give that a try. Okay, so let's put our regular train station. I don't know where the music is. I want the music, but the game is exceptionally quiet for some reason. Let's do this. I'm just gonna make sure I don't hit that edge there. the veggie farm. See, 12% incline already. It's a little ridiculous. Okay. Go down here. And then turn. I guess we can... I'll try to get it on this second track here. The other two tracks will, I guess, reserve for... So it is already bridging across, which is okay, I guess. But the problem is, if I want to make a switch here, that's not going to be... That's not really... It's not really leaving me much space there, so I am gonna have to increase the incline here. Maybe put another waypoint here. I guess it's still gonna build that bridge. I am apparently not down with the kids. Too invested in medium storage and tacos. Well, that's how I got rich. You see? You know, I invest in those commodities, those very valuable commodities. Hey, you can put your I get the medium storage, and then I put my tacos on it. No problem. Okay, I'm gonna try building up. Let's see if I can do it this way instead. So I'm gonna actually try to build the smallest bridge, or the shortest bridge I can, so I can have enough space for a switch here. And then we'll make the arduous journey up here if we can. Go 15% incline, jeez. Okay, maybe I have to do... Okay, that's a bit too close, so let's adjust that a little bit. There we go. So yeah, 10%, 7%, 14%. These trains are going to be extra slow. Alright, so we'll buy that. I'm wondering if I should try double tracking this already. This kettle line I have is single tracked for now. But double tracking it, yeah, considering how slow the trains are, let's double track it right now. So let's put in a switch. And then extend this off. And yeah, we don't need I guess we don't. I'm actually thinking maybe I should have... No, I think no, we'll just have it switch on to... I was thinking maybe having, sorry, two separate lines. I could use the manual scheduling for one for vegetables, one for fruit, but no, I think we'll just have them on one track there. You guys are so obsessed with the medium storage thing. Like I'm pretty sure all the people who are new to the Twitch stream or, you know, watching on YouTube will have no frickin' idea what you guys are talking about. And then they'll turn off the video and not come back because they don't understand the context. Alright, so we got our two lines there. Before I start building or setting up trains, I'm gonna set up the lines into San Fran. Is there a station here already? Nope. And is there a station in Sacramento? Oh, there is. Okay. So, Sacramento. Actually, let's build up just like before. Medium storage happened when I first started in your streams. Yeah, I get that. Okay, so... Okay, it's not letting me... Unfortunately, it's not letting me build exactly parallel to that, so I guess I'll have to build my own thing. And, okay. So, I think... Where's the building on this thing? This one's on that side. So yeah, let's build it closest Like that. It doesn't like it. Why? Oh, there's a... Why is that a bad section? What the hell? Ugh. Try that again. There we go. And sometimes this game just says, no, you can't build there, and I'm not going to give you any valid reason why. Because I'm dumb like that. Okay, yeah, so we want actually, this will be a... I'm going to make this a through station because I think I'm going to have one single freight line that'll just go back and forth, always stopping at the warehouse to drop off goods. That sounds pretty efficient to me. Now in San Fran, ooh, we actually have some corn down here, so we could try feeding that. I guess technically it should go in the warehouse too, because then it can feed San Sacramento as well. Because there's not really much. We've got 2 sugar plantations here and then a bunch of other stuff. So we could, the sugar up here could directly go to Sacramento. And this sugar could directly go to San Fran. Then I don't have to deal with feeding it into the warehouse. Because there is going to be a limit to how much this warehouse and the freight line there can deliver stuff. So. You guys are crazy. Now you guys are just forcing me to make a medium storage emoticon or something. And they would make no sense. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do for the subscription emoticon though. Okay, now entering San Francisco, where I can't build a line properly. I should have made this a regular train station, but whatever. And I've done this wrong. Crap. Let's do this again. Yeah, what I want to do here is actually... screw it. Do we do that again? I want to actually connect to this track here. And then this track will just follow along. And then we'll switch into... Nope. Nope. There we go. Pipe train, then a taco train, then a golden train? Maybe. I'm still trying to decide which one to do, and then I have to go probably onto like Fiverr or some site like that and try to describe what I want. Because there's a lot of choices. But the thing is, I guess it's a lot harder because as a Twitch affiliate, you only get 3 emoticon slots. So you gotta find the one that you have to get the idea that counts first, right? So the most impactful emoticon, you could say. Okay. So I haven't actually unpaused the game. I'm gonna unpause in a sec to do the research and stuff before we actually buy anything. But I'm gonna throw down my signals here and putting a lot of signals here because this line's gonna be definitely our busiest. So I'm gonna make sure we put a bunch of trains there. Okay, so I think this is a good start. So let's go do it. Let's go to research. Let's go get the dragon. Let's go, yeah, we need this thing to reduce the price of our locos. Reduce maintenance requirements, sure. Increase the power of our locos, that's very important. There's another one up here that increases power up here, but I think we can go back even. And see if we can find one that increases power that way. There it is. Oh, here's a few of them. Well, actually, these ones are expensive. 300? So maybe I shouldn't get those. Yeah, those are expensive, actually. Increase profits from transport mail, reduce maintenance requirements. Let's get this one. Okay. Let's set up a line. Let's start setting up the moo line. Woo-woos and moo-moos. Put the dragon on that. Okay. Oh shoot, I have to... Crap. I forgot to tell it to accept goods. So that we actually have a train that's not actually doing anything. Okay, sugar... Wait, do you not accept vegetables? What? Where the hell are vegetables on this? The fuck is this bullshit? Okay, what? So, I built this line to the fruit and vegetable stand, but the warehouse isn't accepting fruit and vegetables. Oh, oh, I see. I think oh shit. I think I got ahead of myself because, fruit and vegetables are not accepted at any of these cities yet, so I screwed up there. Well, at least we've built this already. I hope that's not, as long as we don't have any trains on there, I think it should be relatively okay. I don't think there's really much of a large maintenance cost on having those tracks there. We'll keep those there for now. I think I should have probably focused on the corn. So I'm gonna start thinking about feeding corn into this track here. So let's go do that quickly. Build myself a small train station. And there's a little bit of a hill here. Let's see if I can just go connect. I'm going to connect it up directly to the, I guess... Considering this track's not going to be too busy, I think I'll actually connect it up to the Moo Moo track. So that one, so I could build it like this. Like that. But as you can see, the bridge there is ridiculous, so we're obviously not going to do that. We do have to go down a hill, though. I guess that's fine. Now, the problem here is there's a rather steep incline there, but probably not much we can do about it unless we build a bridge. Or maybe let's redo this actually. I think there's a balance between building a really large bridge here and yeah, something like, no, that's still pretty expensive. Like this? Yeah, you see it's still actually trying to go above this track, which I don't exactly want. Okay, that's a little better. It actually raises up here, so the incline's now 4%, which is that's a lot more reasonable, I think. Okay, let's stick with this. I think I'll double this track since it's a little bit longer. Let me go build this part here. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if it'll allow me to. Uh-oh. This section right here. Oh, just barely. Okay, so we'll connect this up like so. Corn's probably going to be pretty important for both these cities. It's a staple. So I think investing in doubling this track right now is a pretty good idea. Okay. Okay, oh, I should put some supply towers down. I forgot about that. Let's do here. Maybe one here. I want to try to put one in the middle, maybe. Maybe a little bit farther out. Also got our Moo Moo train. I'll put one right there. And maybe one more here somewhere. Okay. Okay, let's get our corn in. Oh, we also have to... Before I do this, I need to tell it to accept corn, because that's important. I should also maybe... Let's put a maintenance building there. Okay, so Walker Farm to the warehouse. Dragon. Changes to freight only. I'll start off with one train there. While that's heading over, I'm going to now set up our freight line between here. Let's start in San Fran. Woo woo. Okay, and then freight only. Dragon. So that one's empty. It's going to start off in San Fran empty, but that's fine. I just want to make sure I start the line from a proper terminus, and San Fran is pretty much a terminus there. Okay, so... Oh, cattle's actually now being transferred over. I think I'll clone this train now. And there's our Mumu train. And I might decide to clone this corn train as well in a sec. But basically we need to wait for these two cities to grow up to, looks to be 45,000 and 50,000. Then we can start, actually just starting at 45,000. Then we can start building our, bringing vegetables and fruit into the warehouse there. Okay, I'm pretty sure also these cities don't accept sugar. Oh, actually they do. So we could just start doing that right now. Actually, Sacramento doesn't right now, but San Fran does. So now the thing with this is I don't want to... I think I will deliver the sugar directly to the cities. So this line that we're going to build here we'll actually probably build it on this left side here. So we'll sneak past the corn farm and go directly to San Fran. So let's do that right now. Going to upgrade this station. And then I'll put another small train station right over here. If I can. It's a bit too close there, I guess. It's not really letting me build it. I think it's yeah, it's probably too hilly in that area, so I think I have to move it up like this. There we go. Maybe like that. Okay, so unfortunately we have to go around around this farm here because that's in the way. I'm gonna go that's not great. Just have to circle around like that. The incline, I'm looking at the incline for this and it's not pretty. Not pretty at all. But best we can do, I guess. Yeah. This mission's pretty hard. I guess it does make kind of make sense for the last mission, but I feel like the game's really jumped in difficulty in these last two missions. Oops, that's not quite what I want. Go over here and then switch. Actually, no, I have to keep going. Thought that was a station. Okay. Okay, I'll signal this up. Is my music running? What's wrong with this? Yeah, music is on. But for some reason the game has decided... nope, this is not a joyful time. you will have no joyous music to play while you do this crazy difficult mission. Pine says, do you think it would get a bit boring if the missions weren't getting more challenging? Oh no, yeah, I think it would get more boring. Actually, I do kind of like that it's now, we're actually dealing with a hilly landscape rather than, say, the other missions. But I just feel like, considering the number of missions, there are only 5 missions in the game. And really, the first 2 or 3 were really sort of just holding your hand. Like a tutorial even, like, even by mission 2, we were still learning about industries. And then suddenly after number 3, you get to mission 4, and suddenly, oh look, all these deadlines, they're due within 6 months to a year. You better get on it right now. And that's probably, maybe it is a bit of hubris on my part, because, you know, I'm overconfidence. I said, oh, I know how to build railways, I'm super smart. Oh, yeah, oh, oops, I failed the mission. But, I don't know, I feel like the difficulty just suddenly ramped up at mission 4, and yeah, it should gradually become more challenging, not suddenly throw in a loop like this. TCTC says, what colored train would you have as a type emoji? I'm not sure. Like, the classic colors are, like, have a, you know, trains could be in, like, they're painted black or gray. But that's kind of boring. And also, it doesn't look very good in dark mode on Twitch. Green might be a good color. Green's actually my favorite color. But, yeah, green actually might work, because green is actually a common color used in a lot of trains. I think the Flying Scotsman is colored green, if I recall correctly. Okay, there's our sugar train, rotting the teeth of future generations. And that one's only going to San Francisco. Yeah, not sneaky. I need to get on that. I think I have to probably hire an artist from like Fiverr or something. There are quite a few of them that, you know, make Twitch emotes. I tried going into like Photoshop and trying to take a photo and turn it into emoji, but that doesn't work very well. It doesn't. You have to like scale it down and crop it. It doesn't look very good. So I'm probably gonna hire an artist to do that. But yeah, no, I do have a sub emote slot that is currently empty, and I better get on that pretty soon. Otherwise, my subscribers will be probably pretty. I guess I don't want to say they're unhappy, but just to give them something to use. Hype train emoji should be rainbow animated. I don't think I'm pretty sure Twitch emojis aren't animatable. At least I haven't seen any. So yeah, that's one thing Twitch. Those emojis are different from other ones. Okay, I need to get back in the game. So we got our corn, we got our direct sugar line to San Fran. We should probably get working on that other sugar train over here. So let me go do that. Let's see, where is that train? I really hate these info bubbles. They're just, I mean, I guess they do provide proper information, but they always end up being in the way. And they just pop up all over the place. Like there's a video over here saying, signals at switches. I know how to do that. And this one says, nothing is unloaded at rural trains. I know that. Like holding my hand all the time. Maybe I should try turning those off. I wonder if there's a... Yeah, game hints. I don't need hints anymore. Tooltips. I think just game hints. TC says, sorry I missed that. What was consensus? What do you mean by that? Consensus? Sounds like people like green trains. I'm not sure whether I should make it a high emote or a hype emote. because usually emotes have a little word that say hi or hype. They spam that when the stream is starting. Put it over here, yeah, that's what I want. The consensus missed a word? Is your stream running properly, or is my mic not working properly? You guys can hear me, right? See, this one is a 0% incline. Does that make sense? Problem is there's a bridge here, so I'm not sure if that's... It's hard to see whether this is going to work, because I want to double this track. Sorry, I missed the consensus on train color. Yeah, green. Green seems like a good color. It's because it's my favorite color, and it's also a rather common color. Colors like black or gray, which are also pretty common on trains. Yeah, those ones I'm not too sure about because, well, they're also, one, they're kind of boring. Also, they don't look good on dark mode in Twitch. So, yeah, by default, it's a white background in chat, but you can, but say if I had a black colored train, and someone had dark mode enabled, which I usually do when I watch streams, it's gonna just look like a black thing on a black background. So it could be a green train, could be some other color, I don't know. I guess when I do hire an artist, I guess I need some sort of photographic, like a photograph or image to use as a reference. So if I had a reference image, then that would make things a lot easier. If you guys can think of, if you guys can find like a reference image that you think would be a good emote, yeah, feel free to put it in chat. I can take a look and provide my opinion of whether that seems good or not. And then when the artist takes it, they won't exactly do it, but they'll draw something like that, maybe in a more cartoony form or more pixel art form. And then they'll add maybe a word like hi or hype onto it. Anyway, I should get back to playing the game, because that's important. Okay, so let's put a supply tower right here. And then I'll set up my line. So more sugar into Sacramento. Dragon. Let's start off with one train there. I think Sacramento needs a maintenance yard, so let's do that. Since, and actually also San Francisco needs one too. We're losing people from San Francisco. That's not good. That's actually pretty bad. Let's see. Maintenance building. Not sure if I can just smack the whole link there. Oh yeah, Nightbot might decide to be a dick and try to get that. Actually, hold on. Let's pause the game here. I'm gonna go to the Nightbot settings, and I'll let you know when I'm gonna turn his link protection off. So let's see, but links. Oh, okay. No, actually, link protection for Nightbot is turned off already. So yeah, feel free to post links in there. I don't mind, as long as it's not explicit material. I'm okay with that. If I could, I could probably try to show it on stream too, if I can set that up. Okay, so got our trains here. I think I need to duplicate a few trains here, so let me see. This is our corn train, which I will now... I think it might be better to clone this train first. we have 2 trains on this line. Let's clone. Let's get 2 more of these. And then the corn train. Yeah, let's clone that one. The cattle train, I think I'll just leave that alone for now. I think that is our shortest line right now. So I think it does go back and forth pretty frequently enough. Okay, let's see if I can look at this image here. Oh, I see. Okay. How would I show this on stream? Let me go see if I can make a... Oops, no, don't go there. Okay, hold on. You're gonna have to deal with a black screen for a little bit. Hold on. Hold your horses. Let's see if I can do this. And I wonder if it'll show... where is it? Window capture? Window capture. Yeah, I did this for the Dine map when I was doing the Amazing Race. There we go. There it is. There's my Chrome. Kind of in a... not a very large screen. There we go. So this is a link that Pine has submitted in chat. What is this, Pine? It's a whole array of pixel trains. Okay. Now the thing is, yes, it's pixel art, but an emote is a square image, and it's also fairly small. Though it looks like, yeah, these things have. I don't know if I can zoom in on this. There we go. Yeah, you can see there's actually quite a bit of detail on a lot of these. The second one is cute. What's the second one there? Oh, there's a bunch of freight trains. That kind of looks like a face almost. 2 eyes for windows. Oh, the second one. Okay, let's go to the second one then. Oops. I feel like we're... The people on YouTube are gonna rage at this because they're like, I want game content. I don't want to look at... Well, I guess I give it trains, but... Okay, so yeah, this looks not bad. Now the thing is, can I legally use these images though? That's another question. Because the nice thing about if I hire an artist is that I would have the rights to that image. I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, copyright and all that. I don't think it's going to make a big deal, but just for my, just to keep my ethics in check and make me feel better, I would rather own the images. But yeah, no, this is pretty nice. So I could put, this could be the, I could just have this as the emoji. The maximum size for emojis, I think it's like 112 pixels squared. So I'd have to scale this down and see how that would work. So sorry, as I mentioned, the 112 pixels is the largest image, but usually in Twitch chat, the image that's used is I think 26 pixels by 26 pixels. So when you upload an emoji or emoticon, you need to provide actually 3 different sizes. One at 28 pixels, one at 56 pixels, and the other one at 112. Okay, but this is a nice image. I have to look up whether I can legally use this, though. If I can't, then I'm gonna have to look somewhere else, but... That's a nice green train, though. Thanks, Pine. Oops. Oh, and I just suddenly closed all my windows. Let's get back to the game here. While I clean everything up on my desktop. Ugh. Okay. So, back to the game. So we got sugar coming in. I'm just gonna take a look here. Sure, my stream's okay. All right. So, yeah, we got too much meat in this city. We got sugar here. Milk is not being accepted yet. Yeah, we need to wait till the city becomes 40,000 strong There is a dairy farm way over here, so we may try connecting that up to the network. Probably even connect that milk to the warehouse, because Sacramento doesn't have really a source for milk anywhere. Let's take a look at Sacramento right now. Yeah, not doing too hot either. Oh, creative accounting. I will purchase that technology. Okay.
It's probably just another one of your little mistakes, but could it be that you just placed a bid?
Okay. So, oh, I see what's happening here. If you look, oh, what? Oh, whoops. Okay. I forgot that Sacramento wasn't actually large enough to accept sugar yet. So this train over here is actually doing nothing. We're actually losing money from that train, so maybe I should, I will delete him for now. And we'll recreate him once we're done here. Okay, so one thing I should also start considering is building a passenger service between these two cities. We also have to connect to some cities too. I guess Reading, I guess we could have connected to Reading. Let's see, research, let's take a look quickly here. Passengers, Rogers Mogul, sure. So I'm gonna get the Rogers Mogul next. Back to looking at in-game trains, yes. See, I need to connect my network up to... Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the Los Angeles-San Diego route, because if I'm going to connect all the way over here anyway, I might as well also connect to San Diego. I'd have to kind of jump over this competitor's stuff over here, but yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let me just take a look at my tasks. Just need to connect 2 more rural businesses. Okay. I think I'm gonna build a let's build a passenger line from San Fran down to there. Kind of means we have to, yeah, okay, we have to definitely expand San Francisco Station first. Let's do that. And I'm also going to redirect some of these trains again. So actually this section here... Whoops, that's not... Whoa, no, oh, fucking hell. I didn't want to blow up the whole track there. I will blow up this part. So I'm going to leave this leftmost track, the one I'm have my mouse over. I'll leave that for express trains to Sacramento. But I will just connect this freight train here over this side. That. And then this one's our sugar train. We'll put him over like so. Okay, then our express train will, I guess I have to sneak it over parallel to this. I'm not sure if I can fit it through that coastline there. We're gonna have to see. But I'm imagining it'll simply try to follow the coast as much as it can. Because I don't think going through these mountains... Yeah, definitely not going through these mountains because there's... Looks pretty steep over there. And I'm not sure if I even have enough money for this, so I think it might be time to get myself... Actually, I could wait a month and wait for the Rogers Mogul. I'm just gonna see how well I can fit this line. We could even make it a single track for now, considering how long it is. So it doesn't seem to like building a parallel bridge here. I'm gonna have to move off like this. which is fine. Let's do that. This hell's kind of nasty. Oh god. So right now, 454,000. Oh hey Fred. You didn't miss much. I actually did complete the fourth mission off stream because I didn't want to redo the fourth mission on stream. That wouldn't be really good for content, I think. So we're on the last mission. We're in California, and trying to navigate the mountainous sections of, or trying to connect down to Southern California to Los Angeles. I'm just gonna use this as a gauge to see how expensive this would be. So this, okay, it's not too bad. 500,000. I do need to build a station though, so let me go do that right now. I think I'll make it... So ideally you want to make your station right in the middle of the... as close to the middle of the city, or the center of the city as you can. But I also want to find a way to connect to San Diego too. I think I might be able to sneak past this way. I might be able to do that. So I'm going to try to build my station like back to back to a station like this.
Have you really not got the message that your station has no future here?
Sorry I missed that memo. Old guy. Okay, so I'm gonna move this thing here. Fred says, oh, I used to live in Southern California in the San Diego area. Yep, I am trying to connect to there right now. Because one of the goals in the mission that says you need to connect to 4 cities, and actually on the Californian coast, there isn't really much. I have San Fran and Sacramento. There are 2 cities up here, Gold Beach and Redding, but they're kind of in a kind of yucky spot because there's a lot of hills and not really much in terms of resources up here. And there's my competitor up there in Oregon. So I'm actually going to connect down here. There's also another task that says to build an express service between Los Angeles and San Francisco. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay, so I've connected this up, but it's not letting me pay and build this because I think there's a red section somewhere. And looks like it's actually... God damn, can I move this point here? Oh, there we go. So... I don't understand why it doesn't allow me to do this. I think it might be because of this thing here. I wish there was a way of not snapping the tracks together like this. Okay, so it doesn't like that. I think I do want the yeah, I do want the track to share that supply tower there, but it's just a matter of separating this this track here cleanly from the sugar line. We are going to get a 12% incline here though, which I'm not a tremendous fan of. I'm going to see if I can try to mitigate that. That's a little better, 6%. Okay, so this will cost us 600k. I only have 700k. I think it's time to get a bond of some sort, but at least we have this connection here. We do have to still connect up to San Diego though, so... Okay, I'm gonna buy it. Alright. So let me go get... let's go get a bond. Oh, I can only get 1 bond at a time too, that's... and only 400,000. Yeah. Okay, this is definitely going to be a single track section for the foreseeable future. Actually, let me build my station first. I'm going to San Diego here. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Let's do a back-to-back station here.
Have you really not got the message that your station has no future here?
And we're gonna sneak this track next to old Innovator here. Like that.
You have successfully connected many cities to the network. Well done.
And yeah, so we're not gonna... I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna run one single train along that line for now. Actually, let's not start in San Fran. Let's start in San Diego. And before I add a locomotive to this line, I'm gonna wait for the Rogers Mogul to be unlocked, because since it's a brand new express train. And once we get that, then we'll set that up. So I'll have to wait till the end of May here. But yeah, Fred, you missed out on a discussion about emoticons. Pine was actually giving me some sample images, some reference images that we could be used for a possible emote. I think the consensus is that it's probably going to be a train, obviously. Probably not in a dark color like black or gray, but maybe a green color. And it might have the words hype or high on it. I'm not sure. Okay, May 31st. June 1st. Okay, so now let's get the Mogul.
Excuse me, I got a bit carried away there.
Well, I'm starting to like him because he has the same idea. Choo choo indeed. Okay, so train list. We got our San Diego to Los Angeles route. The new Rogers Mogul. I should also say passengers and mail only. I mean, I don't think there's much in terms of freight that could get transported here. But Fred says, oh, no medium storage. I don't know about that thing, because again, the medium storage is an in-joke, which I guess works for the people. I don't know, I'm hesitating because I want to grow the channel to actually attract more viewers, and they suddenly see this medium storage thing, they're going to be confused maybe. I could just fire up Astroneer and make a picture of a medium storage or something.
The human body isn't designed to travel at such speeds.
And then make a emote out of that, the medium storage. But again, as I was mentioning, as a Twitch affiliate, you only get one emote slot. Or I should be more specific. You actually get 3 slots per subscriber level, but most subscribers are only pay the $4.99, so the lowest subscriber. So essentially, you only have 1 emote slot. So whatever emote I choose should be the one that makes sense, most of the sense for the channel, I think. And something train or transit related, in my opinion, makes the most sense. Medium storage would be definitely a good emote, but I don't know if it's the necessarily the most important one to have right now. I don't know. Okay, so Sacramento's still not growing for some reason. And San Francisco is... I can't select that. Is 32,000. Oh, Fred says... Oh, he was... Fred says, I know, I was just joking. Okay. It's hard to tell in Twitch chat.
I'll be stuck in Washington over the coming weeks, and won't be able to help you for that time. A steam engine needs oil as lubricant. Washington needs dollar bills.
Yeah, and you need to lubricate your mouth because your voice acting is terrible. I can definitely tell that he is not...
I see old Huntington.
Not a very good American accent there.
I hope you still have time for a bit of fun, though.
Okay. Oh, geez, all these newspapers opening. Yeah, okay, I know that. That's...
Faster and faster all the time. That has nothing to do with traveling in style.
Okay, so there's our express train there. Take a little ride on it. Oh, actually, that's nice. Coastline. There's a storm over there. Yeah, you may have not been able to tell his accent from that phrase that he just said, but during the beginning of the mission, he, yeah, I can tell that it's not... It could tell that it was a European person trying to emulate an American accent, and it was not really pleasant to listen to be honest. Okay. So, I mean, I think I've provided all the goods I need. Actually, let me just see here. San Francisco. We got our weekly demand. We don't have any grain, which is... I guess that's okay, I guess. We also don't have any wood or beer. But the thing is, with grain, I don't think there's any... Yeah, the grain's actually across the mountains where we can't even get to it. And there's also grain up here in Redding and Gold Beach, which I don't think is really worth trying to haul all the way down here. So... And beer, I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, I guess it makes... Okay, so there is a brewery in Eugene. And no beer down here either. Wow. Ooh. Alright, just take a sip of water there. So yeah, I honestly, I think I strongly expect that I'll probably lose this mission. And we might have to restart again today or something, because well, at least, at the very least, I've connected 4 cities. I'm happy with that. Just need to connect 2 more rural businesses, and that one I'm not too sure, because the milk is not in demand yet. I guess actually, I don't know if this counts right now. Let's see, let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yeah, the 2 out of the 6 are already, these the fruit and vegetable stand is already counted, even though I'm not transporting anything out.
The first express connection between Los Angeles and San Francisco. The journey time along the West Coast has decreased dramatically.
Nice. Okay, so at least I got this optional task down here. That's good. Build a university in San Francisco. I have to think about that sometime. 9 p.m. and 1 goal done. Pine says, I'll be long asleep by the time you finish here. If I finish. I'm not optimistic. Because I'm doing all this stuff here and I'm already having difficulty. And then I'll have to go up here across these mountains somehow, and that's going to be a pain in the ass, I think. So. Okay, so we need to connect to 2 more rural businesses. Or rural, I should. I think the voice acting of that word from the first mission is rubbing off me. We got some cotton here. Got some more cotton over here. I wonder if maybe we could build a industry, but none of these cities are large enough. The closest one is San Francisco, and that one needs to get up to 40,000 before we can do anything. So if this city grew fast enough, then yeah, I could probably build like a textile industry there, and then start shipping cotton into San Fran. I'm starting to think maybe I do need to go over to this grain over here, but that is extremely expensive. Also, I don't have the money. I only have 650. I should actually go check. Am I actually making money right now? Is there a here we go. Quarterly report. Freight. Total. It's hard. This thing's hard to read. Maintenance. Okay, so income for quarter 2. Okay, so that's not bad. All right. TCTC says, I made a super rough hype train pic. Have you got Discord or any way I can send it to you? I am on Discord. I should maybe consider making a separate Discord for maybe my Twitch channel. There is, I guess this is maybe not the best way of doing it, but you could send it to my MRT email address, the one. It's you can look up on the Minecart Rapid Transit website, and there's a contact page, and there's an email in there. Not the best way, since I want to try to separate between my stream and the MRT, or at least in that regard. But yeah. Alternatively, maybe I should actually have a business email for people to send stuff to. Actually, you know what? Instead of going that, you can do. I'll just post it right in chat right now. So don't share that email. But that is pretty much. I guess that would technically be my business email for my streaming, I guess you could say. So feel free to send it there. But yeah. But again, I think I would honestly, personally, I would rather pay an artist for it. But I will accept ideas for what kind of thing I should get first.
You really should pay more attention to the maintenance of your locomotives.
That is a good point. I've been pretty negligent. I forgot to build supply towers on my express line. Fan art? Why are you sending me fan art? I don't... Of what? I'm gonna assume it's probably of myself, but I mean... What kind of fan art are you implying? Build a maintenance building here. Considering the distance between San Fran and Los Angeles, I'm gonna build a maintenance yard there. Okay, TCTC, I'll take a look. Thanks for sending it in. Pine says, oh yeah, I don't know what you look like. Oh yeah, well. I will say though, you know the running joke of me revealing myself, or revealing my face at 1,000 followers. I did formally put it in my channel page. So if you go under About Me, there's a little new section. Just a little side note, it's called goals. I don't usually do goals, but there is a goal now of, well, if I somehow get 1,000 followers, I will do a face reveal on stream. So, I decided not to back out of that. So, alternatively, Pine, you could do my Minecraft avatar, because everyone knows what that looks like. But, yeah. Fred says, if we ever get a Discord for the streams, we need an art channel. Yeah. Yeah, I think it might be time maybe to set up a Discord, since everyone seems to be setting up those up. So I'll probably look into that. I got a huge to-do list for this stream. I gotta set up these sub emoticons. I gotta find a new Twitch bot because Nightbot sucks. I gotta set up a Discord. You know, all this stuff. I have to also keep thinking about what kind of games I'm going to be playing, because we're playing Railway Empire here, and after the campaign, we'll probably go into a free game. There's also scenarios in this game too. So there's actually two other maps that we haven't looked at, like Texas and like the Northwest. So there's scenarios in those areas, so we can definitely play those for a bit. But I also have to think about yeah, like what other games I want to play. I do have an avatar for Planet Coaster if you look carefully enough. I'm not going to point to you how to find it, but if you look in my old Planet Coaster videos from like a year ago, I did show it off. That is probably the closest approximation of what I look like. So you could use that actually. And okay, blah 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 blah. Okay. I feel like, oh no, go. Oh, this person's. She's actually. You already have enough grain over there. Why are you expanding down there? God damn it. Ugh. So okay, no. Oh, now we can get another loan. Or a bond, I should say. So we can do that. But this is essentially just a connection just to get grain. We'll probably also connect Reading as well, because why not? But yeah, grain, should I get the grain? I don't know. Pine says, I messaged you about the Planet Coaster avatar. I saw it in all its glory. Okay, so I guess you know now. Oh yeah, because you can see all your friends on screen, yeah. So. Yeah, these cities are not growing. Usually when they even have some of their goods or some of their demand fulfilled, they seem to be pretty open to... why can't I click this thing? There we go. Yeah, so we're not fulfilling grain, not fulfilling wood. Wood is... where can you get wood in this map? Wood. Wood can be found way over here and near Tucson. Like hell, I'm gonna ship that all the way over here. And then also across the mountains over there. What about over here? Anything here? Wood. Oh, there is wood over here. Okay. So maybe instead of the grain, we could go for the wood. I'm accepting everything here, so I'm accepting cattle, corn, and that's all right now, so that's fine. I think... okay. I'm gonna save the game here because I don't know if this is a good plan or not. But now that I've seen that there is wood over here, and it is relatively accessible, we could ship it. I don't know why Reading is actually growing right now. There's nothing near it, really. We could ship it, and I'm thinking the wood should probably go to the warehouse, because I don't want to feed it directly into Sacramento, really. Maybe I should, because... No, I should correct that. I should ship the wood to Sacramento because I'm pretty sure any excess wood would feed into San Francisco, I hope. I'm not sure. But yeah, and then maybe we can also connect to that grain over there, but that's pretty nasty to connect all the way there. And yeah, there's nothing else down here, so let's go do that right now. I'm going to grab another bond. Maximum value of bonds reached, alright. And then... I guess I need to do a bit of rejigging here, so I'm going to have to upgrade these tracks here. And ideally move some of these tracks over. Actually... see here. I think I can just simply get away with moving this unused track right here. So let's blow that up. So I'm gonna delete these pieces here, and we're gonna move this one to the closest track like that. And bring that up. Again, this is the sugar line, which is actually not even running right now because Sacramento is not large enough to accept sugar. They don't have a sweet tooth yet. Okay, and then I'm going to leave a space for the express line, so I'm actually going to use, yeah, let's use this track here. Okay, and let's see, that one's, I'm just looking at the contours. This is the same level as this contour here. So if I follow my mouse down, I guess we have to go kind of like there, maybe. I really, because otherwise I could move down here closer to the river, but then I had to go back up, which is kind of a waste of time. I'm actually gonna go up and make sure I follow this properly. So down, follow my mouse down, so right about here, I guess. That's a 10% incline, but that's okay, I guess. I'll just follow. I'm actually gonna follow the incline very precisely here. Okay, I should build a station first. Let's build a small train station. Actually, the question is, do I want to build through Reading? Because eventually, I do want to bring the wood down here. So, I guess I could build like this, maybe. So, large train station, a regular train station like that. Could move this marker if I can. Like this. And then build a small train station for the logging camp. Actually, I could probably... I just noticed I could probably extend up to here, but there's actually nothing up here. This part right here, it looks pretty good. There's no mountains here, so it could be used to try to bypass the mountains. So maybe I'll leave some space for this one. Okay, and then I guess we'll do that, I guess. Oh, there's a tunnel there. Do I want a tunnel there? No, I think I want to go around the hill if I can, so I'm going to do this. That seems like too expensive for a tunnel. Okay, so I could do this. I'm just trying to think. Nope, yet. Thanks for the reminder, Fred. Don't forget my supply towers. I'm just trying to see. I'm going to ignore this grain for now. I'm just going to, because I want to build a freight line that takes the lumber directly to Sacramento. We could just ignore Reading completely. Or maybe just for now. Eventually, maybe we could put in a passenger service, but for now, because I'm focusing on trying to grow those cities, maybe a passenger service might not be the best. Alternatively, maybe I should have... Oh, shoot. Shoot, I think I know why these cities are not growing now, because maybe because I don't have a passenger service between these places. Maybe that's why. I think that might be it, actually. So, crap. Okay, I'm gonna try this. See if I have enough money to build the express line later. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave this as a single track for now. We'll come back just to make sure I don't waste my money here. I'm gonna put a supply tower there. Probably one over here in this mountainous part. Okay. And then, yeah, no signals needed. It's gonna go straight through Reading. Freight only. 11 stations currently connected. Dragon. Okay, now if the $600,000 that I have left, I'm gonna see if I can build that express line now. So let's go. I'm actually gonna try to follow along with I can try to follow along with this track here. Might not be possible because this bridge is kind of a weird S-curve. Yeah, nope, that's not gonna work very well. So it looks like we have to split off after this point, so let's go do that right now. 16% incline. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I guess we'll just go our separate ways then. So we will go this way instead, because we are our own dedicated line. And I guess we'll have our own supply tower as well. And okay, so we'll connect up to, hard to see when it's all red. Yeah, this third track right here. There we go. And since it's an express service, I better double it up. And I better make sure to build those supply towers too. So yeah, again, getting a parallel track discount because some of the bridges here. Because of some of the bridges here, I should say. Okay, doesn't... oh, there we go. Signal this up. Now, the interesting thing is I'm hoping the game will be smart enough to choose the right track. I should probably set that up in the itinerary first before I continue. Just to make sure it's actually... because it could try starting the express trains on the freight line, which is a completely separate section. So I will make sure to do that in a sec. Put our signals here. Okay, let's put a supply tower right here. And another one down here. Okay. Alright, so from San Francisco to Sacramento, I guess I could even go to Reading at some point later. Make sure that our track is the correct one. So, oh, it's actually choosing the right one, but just to be really explicit, track 1 in San Francisco, and track 2, and what's the only one to use, Sacramento. And it'll be freight, passengers, and mail only. Rogers Mobile. Okay, so hopefully with now passenger service between these two cities, plus the wood that's coming down from way up there, that's probably the longest, one of the longest freight lines I've built. I'm hoping to see some growth here because we're getting up to... yeah, the goal to expand Sacramento is it's needed by 1867, but we need to grow Sacramento to 100,000, and we're not even.
No need to spy on you, but curious all the same.
Clone the express trains, so now we have 2 of them running on that same route. But yeah, but so far I'm not seeing any drastic increase though. A little disturbing. Reading is still growing for some reason. Let's go take a look at our trains. Let's see if there's any trains that are not making us money. Some of the warehouse trains are... oh, this is the corn train. Okay. So maybe we have one too many trains on this line. This is not making us very much money. The wood breeding... where's this one? That's a cattle train. That one's actually losing money too. I think it's because maybe there's just too much cattle in these areas. Oh, okay, finally Sacramento's increasing there. It seems like the game's really strict about satisfying demand. At least in this scenario. Okay, so there's the wood train. I think it's time... I want to try to see if I can get this grain. But if I want to do that, I definitely need to at least double this track between Sacramento and Reading in order to do that. Because we're going to get some conflicts eventually if we don't. So I'm going to Do that right now. Okay. So at least up to Reading. And then... Or actually, I could even... if I really wanted to cheat, I could just use this second track I just built just for the grain, so... That way neither of these trains would actually have any problems. But... Okay, so if I want to connect to... I just want to see if this is even possible. I go over here, across the bridge, across the river I should say, around this mountain, and up here, that's already 500,000, and then that's... I don't have that money. So I guess not. I will... Let me build some signals though right now. So let's... I'm gonna start off with doing this to start off with, maybe. Or maybe, yeah, let's do that. And I'll have to, I guess, turn this track over that way somehow. But we'll start off with this. Actually, no. Whoops. I'm gonna put... I need some space for some signals here, so let me move this like that. There we go. So we have a two-way section there. Whoops, that's the wrong way. Getting the wrong way there. There we go. ATCTC on. I've extended... I built this train directly to the logging camp, which is the only logging camp anywhere. I've also built an express passenger and mail service between Sacramento and San Francisco. So it looks like Sacramento is actually finally growing because it might be because I'm shipping wood finally. And I'm also not sure if wood is actually being transported down to San Francisco too. I'm starting to guess maybe not, because Sacramento seems to be eating up all the wood. So that might be a bit of a problem. It might have been a better idea to just feed it into the warehouse. Then I wouldn't have that problem. Or maybe I should say this accepts wood too, but I don't know if that changes anything. I'll have to see. I don't have to worry about San Francisco for another... Oh, actually I do. But it's not looking very good. I think we're gonna fail one of these goals pretty soon, because I am not doing very well. It's already 1864. Okay, so... Oh, museum trains. I will buy that. Because we're gonna... Oh, stop buying my stuff. This is mine. I do like how this mission is much more challenging than the other ones.
I wanted that, but go ahead. There will surely be another opportunity.
Because at least in the last mission, even though the deadlines are very strict, at the very least I had lots of money. Like, I was making lots of different profitable lines. However, in this mission, it seems like I'm really strapped for cash. I mean, I had to spend most of my money trying to build this long thing down to San Diego. That took a lot of my money. We also do have some of these trains here, which maybe it might be time to... I think Sacramento might be large enough now. Let's take a look here. Yeah, no, oof, not quite. Not at all. Anywhere near there. We need 45,000 citizens for to get this going. But once we get there, then we can, having this stuff here already, that's pretty useful. So don't have to pay anything up front for that. Okay, so how much wood is here? So there's 10 wood here. I don't know how to tell the
Free and independent journalism, a cornerstone of our nation.
I really wish there was a way of telling these freight trains to take away some of the wood from Sacramento. But actually, I wonder if I can sort of cheat here. Let's see, if the warehouse train is one of these guys. So if I go to the itinerary and maybe tell it to... Oh, I see. Priority. Huh. Warehouse? Okay. So there's actually no option here to tell it to load wood, which is unfortunate. So I could change, let's see. So you can tell it to prioritize some goods and then not carry any goods. That's not what I want. I wanted to grab wood. I'm going to change it down to manual and see if I can rig it there. Any goods? Yeah, you see, even if I had it on manual, it doesn't even tell me wood is available here, so... I'm actually starting to think maybe I should have shipped this wood down to warehouse, because yeah, this is not actually working very well. I could even Okay, so the warehouse. So I'm actually thinking of maybe extending this track over here for our wood down to the warehouse. But the problem is, well, I guess actually we do have one free track here, which is not even used right now. So we could use this one. The problem is we have to make space for that. So if I took these two tracks here on the right, move them just one slot to the left, and then move this track up here to the very far right, and then snuck it in, connect it up to the vegetable and fruit track. That could work. I think I might try that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, there's a train coming here, so I better act fast. An object in use, goddamn. Okay, so I have to find a way to unfortunately this part of the train is too busy. I think I can do the express trains first though. Let's see if I can curve this in properly. There we go. So express trains are going to go into this track here. And then now I can actually move this track right away to track 1, like that. And then we just have to wait for this train to leave. And then I will move that over to track 2, right over there. And then I'll make a section down here. And then I'll change the itinerary to deliver the wood to the warehouse directly. It's going to pass through Sacramento. I mean, I could have maybe made a more direct route, but I'm just going to use, considering how much money I have left, I'm not going to risk that. Okay, so I'm waiting for that train to get out of here. Actually, quite a few trains on this route here. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's actually a train oncoming right now. So let's see if I can... Here we go, blow this part up. And switch on to this track. I might have to rebuild some signals. Yep, so let's re-establish some signals here. Okay. Oh, it's a very shallow switch, so it's not a... Oh yeah, so we also got this problem of... Yeah, we only have one track here for any freight. There's not really much we can do about that, so I'm just gonna go along with it for now. Got also this problem of... Because this track's already doubled, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way of switching that in. So I can at least do this. So now, that'll allow trains coming in. But for trains going out, that's gonna be a problem. I guess what I could do is just I guess what I could do is put a little siding right here. If I can. Something like this. Oops. And then I'm gonna move these signals down a bit. This will be a two-way section, though I have to kind of enforce it now, so I'm gonna turn that off. And then this will be a passing place. And I think that should be good. So unfortunately all the trains are coming through. They have to go through Sacramento. There's a two-way section here, because there's not enough tracks really. Honestly, it doesn't need to go through Sacramento, but I don't want to build another separate line. And then there's a little passing siding here, then it has to go through this two-way section. Eventually going to compete with the fruit and vegetable trains, but those aren't in service quite yet, so. Okay, I think this is good. Where's my wood train? I'm going to change it up now. It's going to go all the way to the warehouse. And I mean, at this point I could probably even clone it, because this whole part's double track. The only single track sections are maybe up here and down there. So I will wait for this train to load up, and then maybe when it gets to Sacramento I'll clone it. Speaking of Sacramento, it's going up to 37,000, which is not great. My quarterly profit is kind of abysmal. Yeah, I think I'm going to fail the mission pretty soon. So I think my plan is I'm going to try to do this mission and see how far I get. But if I do fail it, I'll take a break then. And then when I come back, I'll just do it again. And maybe redesign things. If I did this mission again, I would have probably... Oh, what the hell? Sacramento can't be reached. Why? Oh, because you had a specific instruction. You had a specific instruction to go to track 2. But that doesn't work anymore, so go to track 3. There we go. And I probably have to look for the duplicate here. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. So track 3. There we go. So express service has been restored. Here's our wood train there. Actually, this guy didn't load anything. Oh, because of course, because the warehouse doesn't accept. I keep forgetting this. Damn it. Okay, there we go. So the warehouse now accepts wood. If I clone it now, I think the train that's actually at the loading camp. There we go. So I was a bit negligent there. But yeah, I'm starting to think that, yeah, we need, with the exception of sugar, which can be delivered directly to the cities, since there's 2 of them. I think everything needs to go through that warehouse. Because if you don't, then one city's gonna, like in this case, Sacramento, grabbed all the wood and did not share with San Francisco because people are greedy, I guess. Sacramento grew. I think it's at 40,000 now. See if I can... Okay, so we could invest in industry. And that industry could be cotton. Actually, not because it's grown, it probably has more demands now. Yeah, we got... And now there's demand for cloth and milk. San Francisco is just sitting there. Yeah, we're not... jeez. I kind of want to restart the mission just to see if I could get San Francisco to 50,000. I could probably also clean up some of these tracks, like we have all this excess track. I could probably use the Parker farm line instead of duplicating that part there. Alternatively, I could have connected. Actually, now it kind of makes more sense for me to connect up to here because this is the only place where you can get wood and grain. So if I just connected up to here immediately, that would have, I think that would have made our cities grow quite a bit faster. Yeah. Okay, folks, I think I'm going to restart the mission. At least now we have an idea of what we need to do. But this is, yeah, the cities aren't growing that fast, and it looks like when I need to be able to give them all the goods they need. So the wood, the grain, the cattle and the corn is really easy to do, so there's no need to really go overboard with those. And I didn't need to build this fruit and vegetable train or this line up here immediately because there's no demand for it yet. But yeah, I think I've kind of screwed up here. All right, so I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and I'm going to, let me pause the game here, and when I get back, I'll restart the mission, or at least I'll already restart the mission by then, and we'll get started. So yeah, so I'll be back in 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere.